Diogo, lovely to see you. I know that it's been a testing week, a tough week, but can you just fill us in on how you all are feeling as a squad?
I mean, personally, unfortunately or fortunately, sometimes it's not my first time that we've been through this at this club. So it's always sad moments, tough weeks and tough days when you get bad results, and then obviously the changing of manager. But I mean, this club is all about bouncing back, always trying to find a way to get up and fight again. And I think last game we did that the best way possible with a lot of goals, and I think a really good performance.
How did you learn about the news that Erik Ten Hag was leaving the club?
So just we got informed by our sporting director Dan Ashworth. He told us straightforward as soon as the decision was made.
Just speak to me about your relationship with Erik, because he'd been at the club some time, and I imagine you knew him very well by the end. And you'd been established in the team under him being manager, so there's a lot for you also to be thankful to him for.
Oh, for sure. I mean, since he came here, I had a really good connection with him. He's a person that breathes football 100%. He makes his life out of it. I mean, every time he came into Carrington, you could see that he felt it, that he wanted to be the best version of himself. He wanted the club to go forward. He was really passionate about it, and he helped me develop as a football player. He trusted me. He gave me confidence to play a lot of games for this club, and I think it was decisive for me to show what I wanted to show, that I could play for the club for many games and for many years. So I will be forever thankful for what he brought me.
And did you have any final correspondence with him, any final messages?
Yes, I had the opportunity to chat with him, obviously thanking him for everything that he did for me and for the club. I think that's not a question at all, that he gave 100% for this amazing club. But it's part of football. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I will be forever thank him for everything that he did, and a lot of respect for him.
Ruud van Nistelrooy stepping into temporary charge, and what a result in the League Cup.
Yeah.
You saw as well in the way that Manchester United were playing, it felt like there was a little bit of freedom there. You certainly were getting further up the pitch. At times it was like you were a right winger. So did it feel like you just wanted to go out there and put a few wrongs right?
I mean, I think the feeling was that we had to show a reaction straight away after a tough week and a tough result. I think that was the best way to do it. Obviously, that's the standard that we should do every single game. It's not just because we had a tough week we need to show a reaction. Now in the next game we have to show again the same type of mentality, and hopefully the same game. But the structures, we didn't change a lot. I think people misunderstand a little bit the way we played yesterday as something different, but overall the structures were really similar. To be honest, the biggest change for me was because the ball went through the net, and in the previous games, because we have been creating a lot of chances this season. We just couldn't find the goal and put the ball inside of the goal. So I think yesterday was unbelievable in that sense, scoring 5 goals, which for us it gives us confidence, because we can trust that the qualities are there. They were always there, but the difference, I think the biggest difference was that the ball it came through, and in the previous games, no.
Van Nistelrooy is a club legend. And what did you make of the reaction? Because the home crowd here, the reception that they gave him when he came out was incredible and deafening. What was it like for you on the pitch?
It gives you energy. I think these fans, this stadium, this club has something special, and they recognize when someone comes inside here, and they know that you gave everything for this club, whether it's management or playing on the pitch. And certainly fans recognize that he was, like you said, a football legend first, and then a Man United legend. And this passion that he brings, not just now in an interim role, but when he was an assistant, he always tried to let us know that this is what the fans love. I can share with you. Before the game, he showed us a video where the fans were singing a beautiful song, in my opinion, but a song that describes all this club and the fans, which is the one that they say that we've seen it all, we won the lot, we're Man United, and we're never going to stop. And that's a beautiful message to us, because even though this club is won everything, even though they've seen everything, they still want more, and they still want to fight for more, and they still want to go through everything. So this is the key message, I think, for now and for the future, that we need to look forward with good energy, together with the fans, and altogether I think we can make the best out of the season.
We know that Ruud has got 3 more games in charge until the international break. What short impact do you think he can have in that time?
I think he's trying to obviously win. I think that's the biggest thing for him. But overall, trying to make us and himself feel good, give good energy for the people that are watching. The Man United fans, they have to come to Old Trafford and be excited about the game. At least know that we are giving everything for the club. Then we know in football the result can be a little bit more unpredictable. But I feel that if we are at that level, if we are with that type of mentality, we will be closer to win than not.
Would you like to see Ruud stay on as part of the coaching staff in some capacity when Rúben Amorim comes in?
I think he has that quality. Obviously, it's not going to be my decision, but I really like the way that he approaches as an assistant. Obviously now in a more interim job, still he has obviously the capacity to it, because he was a head coach also. So he has this ability of being on both sides. He knows how to do each part, and then obviously if the club decides, I'll be more than happy to have him here.
I'm sure that you've got lots of friends playing in Portugal, certainly some of your national teammates. Yeah. They will know Rúben Amorim, and I don't know what you know about him already, but what are you expecting in terms of style of management?
Personally, I don't know him. Obviously, what I know is from what I see, from what I get from my national team teammates. But he's obviously a fantastic coach, young mentality, but at the same time, he knows what he wants. Very demanding. That's what I can expect, and I think that's a perfect match for a club like this. The standards are really high. He is a person that you can see that he has really high standards, and he stands by them. So I hope that that can be a really good match, and that we can win together. That's what I wish the most.
We have seen Portuguese managers have great success in the Premier League in the past, and you think he's got every capability of emulating some of that?
Yes, I think the Premier League really suits obviously people from Portugal. We have this culture of always constantly trying to prove ourselves and trying to fight for a place, because we come from a small country, and it's been all over the years. Portuguese, not just managers but players also coming through the Premier League and coming to England and being successful. So I really hope that it's one more case, and I'm really excited to start working with him.
Do you think that yourself and some of the other senior players will help bed him in? Because the scale of the job at Manchester United, you've spoken about that bouncing back, but also the expectation. Yeah. It will be different for him, won't it? Yeah,
it's obviously different. He comes from a big club in Portugal, but I always say that he almost quadruples the amount of exposure, the amount of intensity, the amount of pressure. But in Sporting, he was more than able to deal with it. So I'm sure that he will be able to deal with that. And we are here. Obviously, we're going to be a team. Players, staff, managers, board, direction, everything. We're going to be a team, so we have to work with each other. I'm sure we will help him in some way, and he will help us back.
How are you feeling about the future then, right now?
Listen, I'm extremely positive every day. I don't I don't spend too much time thinking about the negativity and the things that they are not so positive. I always come and I wake up every day trying to be as much positive as I can. Obviously, I know the reality. This is not the place where we want to be, especially in the Premier League. But I feel that every day is a new challenge, every day is a new day, and these things, especially every time I come to Old Trafford and I feel the love from the fans, the way they support us, the way that they are, even though they've been through this phase with us and probably they suffer a lot as well, like us, they're always positive. They always try to find something to grab and give energy, and that's what I try to do. We had a good game against a good Premier League side. We scored 5 goals. We did an amazing night for the fans. So I think we need to grab that and put it to the next game. And no better option than playing against a big team.
And from a change point of view, because we've seen managers come in and often they build on what's already been established. And you mentioned that just with this League Cup performance, that what had been put in place by Erik ten Hag was something that you just built on. Do you think that will be the approach going forward? Is that what you would like as playing staff, not wholesale changes or too much change too quickly?
I mean, I'm not a manager. We players, we try to adapt as quick as possible to different ideas, to different scenarios. I don't know what's going to be in the future. What I know is that we have to prepare the next game with what we have. Obviously, we've been doing things well. Like I said to you, it's obviously the results are not there, but we had some very good bits where we want to build on. Like I said, grab this positive stuff and trying to put him in the next games. But then we players, we have to adapt really quick. If the new manager wants to come and change completely what we have been doing in the past, we have to adapt quick, because that's the best way that he's thinking about, or that's what he thinks is going to be the best for us. And we have to believe that, we have to trust. And I think we have the qualities also in the dressing room to adapt really quick. We have a mix of senior players with really young players. So I don't think there's going to be a problem.
And how are you feeling about confidence going into a game against Chelsea? It's a big rivalry in the Premier League. And you've had a turbulent week. Like you say, it has been tough in some regards, but you also know what's around the corner now. You know what the future is looking like. So confidence for that match, what do you think it will look like?
I think it's an amazing opportunity for us. I've been here for a while now and I've seen a lot of turning points for the club. And usually it becomes, obviously when you play a big game, you feel the energy of that urgency that the club has, and the fans especially, they feel it's a big opportunity for us to show ourselves that we can compete with the best ones. If you want to be at this club, if you want to win trophies, if you want to compete, you have to beat the best. It's obviously something. It's in a season. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. But these are the little bits that can define if you are really up to it or not. And after a good result, we went to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We have now a big opportunity for us, and we cannot drop more points in the Premier League.